which means that we're only going to be plotting the data for the previous 12 months. Okay, the most recent 12 months. Okay, let's go over here to index. Yep, 365 days. Okay, first we'll look at the cases and then we'll look at deaths. Hmm. Shoot, I haven't called in my dad's prescriptions yet. Okay, so for the previous 12 months, the U.S. has had 42.4 million plus cases and 447,570 cases during the previous 365 days. And you can see the America's cases again. Unfortunately, this is a really big trend right now in our reports. The year is not starting off very good in terms of COVID-19 cases. Over 10 million cases in the U.S. in only the first 18 days. Now, you can also see here that we're only 1 month into the first quarter of the year, and it's already passed all the other quarters for cases in the previous 12 months. Okay, and you can see here, January's cases is already the most cases for any month for any month during the previous 12 months. Weekly cases, again, you can see this big spike here just about killed our year pretty much. Okay, but hopefully this is the beginning of a new downward trend over here. You can take a look at daily cases. You can see the cases are at 82 or 825,405 cases as of January the 18th, with an average of 665,488 cases per day. Now, if we take a look at deaths, well, this here is going to be 50,000 deaths. So right now we're at about 25,000 deaths for the year. It looks like. Okay. And the good news is there's a fairly good the good news is this is a much better number for the quarter also. Okay. And at least we haven't caught the second quarter of last year yet for deaths. What about monthly deaths? Well, again, the numbers are not particularly good. Okay. But the good news is we haven't really seen a big spike in deaths to match the big spike in cases. So that could be a good news. Omicron may be more infectious, but it's not as deadly as the previous two variants. Okay. And again, you can see weekly deaths. Not particularly good numbers. Let's see, daily deaths with an average. For January the 17th, the U.S. had 1,124 deaths, with an average of 1,443 deaths. Now the question is this: for every 100,000 people, how many people have COVID-19? But right now the number is averaging about 200. All right, which is fairly high considering we're all the way back down here. All right, but it does appear that maybe this number is starting to turn back down here again. All right. And what about per capita? Well, again, you can see this is what tens, hundred thousands. So it means per capita about uh, 1/2000th of a person has COVID-19 right now. And what about deaths per 100,000? We can see the deaths are leveling off on average at about one half for every 100,000 people in the U.S. Roughly one half of a person is dying from COVID-19. Okay. What about per capita? I have no idea what these zeros are. This is way beyond my math understanding. The 4 or 5 zeros like this, but again, it appears to be leveling off. Yuka, what's going on? Huh? Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. So where are we here? Okay, so that concludes this first round of reports for today. Again, a big shout out to Yuka for the rate. I appreciate it. Uh, I actually stopped by Yuka a little early this morning. Her stream a little bit this morning, and